Hello, everybody. It is Laura Key, the Realty Goddess, also known as Lala. Thank you for joining me. Yesterday, I started a challenge. I'm in a group called Do the Thing. And for the next 14 days, we will be going live every single day. I used to do this all the time with Periscope. And now I've gotten out of the habit, and it's been years, and I really miss coming on and talking to you about things. So today we have dares for each day, and today is day one. Dare is we were supposed to come on and talk to you about what we're going to broadcast about. This is very interesting for me. I am broadcasting across all of my platforms, and I actually have Instagram over on this side here because I can't use it with my Restream. It's just not saving. But first, who am I? I'm Laura Key. I'm the Realty Goddess. I'm a mother, I'm a vocalist, I'm a realtor, I'm a sister, and I'm a human being. And I think what has happened in this world right now is we have gotten away from the basic principles of being a good human. So I thought it was time for me to reel in some things and start talking to you about life in general. It just seems that we are going so backwards in everything that we're doing. So during this 14 days, I will be talking to you about business. I also will be talking to you about personal. I'll also be talking and sharing with you some of my goals that I am doing this year because I will be very honest, I was on the hustle all the time, spinning my wheels all the time. And then something major happened this year. On January 15th, I lost both of my sisters to a drunk driver. And we are still going through the process of getting legal justice. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I will say and share with you the journey that this is taking me on because it's a weird situation. I did not grow up with my sisters. I was raised by my father's side of the family. My birth mother gave me to my aunt to raise. So when I say mama, I mean that is my aunt. But when I say Joyce, I mean that is my birth mother. That is how I put the two together. But I didn't grow up with my siblings, and I love them very much. I met them when I was 18 years old, and we have developed loving relationships together. But my sisters and I developed a pretty deep relationship. We talked a lot. We loved on one another. We checked in on one another. And even though we didn't see each other all the time, they were still a big part of my life. So I am going through that. And it has opened my eyes to the true saying is don't say you're going to do something tomorrow when you do not know that tomorrow is not promised. One thing that I have an issue with that I'm working through is I was getting ready to go and see them. And before I could get to them, I lost them. So I went through a whole big thing of what if, why did I, this should have happened, what took me so long, all those things. So I'm just now getting a footing on my emotions about that. So the things that we're going to talk about during this 14-day challenge is just life in general, as well as some of my business, because what I do is actually a big part of life as well. And today, what I'm going to tackle, it's going to be short and sweet, but I'm going to ask you some questions at the end. And I really want you to think about them, and I would love to hear your answers. If you don't want to put your answer in the comment below, you totally can private message me. You can find me on all social media as Realty Goddess, and I will go back and put links to all of my social media after this. Now, I'm a real estate agent, been in the business since 2006, been teaching first-time homebuyers classes since 2008. I tell people all the time, when is the right time to buy? Hi, Miss Shirley. Good to see you. When is the right time to buy? Not when somebody else tells you to. When is the right time to sell? Not when somebody else tells you to. It's when you are ready. Because when you are ready, all the doors will start opening in order for you to walk through them. Sure, sometimes you may have to work a little harder to get the goal, but the goal can be obtained. Which leads me to what I want to talk to you about today. Are you walking in your life purpose? Or are you letting the world tell you what you need to do or let the world guide your feet? Because you see, I have been very, very guilty of that. Since I was a young girl, I had abandonment issues. Even though I know I was in a loving home, I always felt like I had to be a good girl because if I wasn't a good girl, maybe I'd get sent to another place to live, even though that wasn't the case. But in my mind, that's what I thought. So my whole life was patterned about being a good girl and what others considered to be a good girl. And that meant all sorts of things for me. If I messed up, I was afraid, even though I shouldn't have been. When I was 16 years old, I had my son. And my whole world changed then. And I love him and he's doing well and he's great. He's a great kid. But it also put a lot of challenges in front of me as well that changed the course of my life. Meaning, I am a vocalist. I've been singing since the age of 3. My dreams were always to sing and travel the world and sing and make people happy because that made me happy. It's a reciprocal thing when you're a vocalist, right? Of course, when I was a kid, I wanted to be famous. You know, as you get older, that doesn't mean anything, right? But at that time, I did. You could not tell me that I was not going to be the next member of Vanity Six because I'm a huge Prince fan and I loved everything about him. So I wanted to be a part of this girl group that he had, right? So anyway, at 16, I had my son, and my family said, okay, Screech, you have to stop doing everything that you want to do, and you have to finish school, and you have to go to college and go to a junior college, and you have to get a job so you can raise this child, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I put that all aside. Even though that was my life purpose, I knew that was my life purpose. I let other people tell me what I could and could not do. Now, they had great intentions, but in hindsight, I could have done everything that I wanted to do with a child. Um, do I know how that would have turned out? No, because I didn't live it. But I put my life purpose on hold for many, many years. And you young ones may not understand what I'm getting ready to say right now, but I didn't really start stepping back into my power to the age of 40. 30, I started kind of feeling myself, you know? 40, I was like, 50, you can't tell me nothing. And I'm sure an 80-year-old will tell me the same thing. But at this point in my life, I am no longer putting aside the things that make me happy. I love real estate. I love being able to hand keys to people who've never thought they've ever could purchase before. So that is a big part of my life. So if you're looking to buy and sell, give me a try. I don't care where you are in the United States of America. And I am also now an international realtor focusing on Portugal. So I can help you if one of your dreams is moving abroad. So talk to me about that. Because if that's a dream that you want, there's no reason you can't obtain it at all. But here's another thing. I'm now being very vocal about the things that I want. I'm also being very intentional about the things that I want. And the things that don't help me get there, they need to go. So, what is it in your life that you're holding on to because someone told you you couldn't or you shouldn't, or you're afraid of what people will think of you? What is it? What is your dream? We get one life. And the loss of my sisters really opened up my eyes. And you know, a lot of people don't realize when I say when I lost my sisters, They think that I've lost just one. No, ma'am, I lost two baby sisters, and the hole in my heart is huge. But both of them lived life to the fullest. My sister Val, she has a video of her ziplining, and she is filming herself ziplining, and she's screaming all the way down. Oh, look at her. She's happy. And all I can think of is that video of her knowing that she would be so proud of me for walking in my purpose and doing the things that people probably say I shouldn't do. Who says? My purpose, I know what my purpose is, but do you know what yours is? So today I challenge you. Tell me what your dream is. Tell me what it is that you want in this life. Tell me why you're afraid. Tell me what's holding you back. You see, I believe in sharing our journeys together because you never know when your journey is going to help someone else in theirs. So some things, yes, you do keep private because it's your life. But the things that you're comfortable about sharing with others, please do. Don't keep it to yourself because you may be helping someone else break the barriers in their life. So, you want to buy a home? Gotcha. Ready to sell a home and move abroad? Gotcha. Want to talk about grief because someone in your life is gone? Gotcha. Want to talk about what you want to do in the next phase of your life? Gotcha. Want to express why you're so afraid to do it? Gotcha. My pages, my social media is a community. Periscope is no longer around. They used to be a video platform on Twitter. But one thing that I learned about that platform, because I was very, very active on it, is we had communities. We broke off to little branches. We had sub communities. I still have friends to this day from that platform. I've hugged many of them, all of those people's necks. I'm still talking to them on my platforms. We have friendships. We created real friendships. And we come from all backgrounds of life. So when I say my page is open for community, it's open for community. It's open for community. And it doesn't matter if you think differently than I do. We got to find a common ground somewhere where we agree upon in order to build to the next level. So, my social medias is getting ready to take a turn. You're not always going to hear me talk about real estate. You're going to hear me talk about a lot of things because life is a lot of things. So join me on this journey because I'm actually really excited about it. And I'm really happy that I feel like I can talk to you about some things going on because maybe you're going through them too. So thank you for joining me. If you're not following me, please make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I really look forward to talking to you there too. I've got great topics everywhere because I'm kind of a social media junkie. But I want to take the time to say thank you. If you've watched this whole video, yes, Amir, I see my Amir on LinkedIn. Hi, Mindfully Awesome. I'd like to talk to you about Portugal. Of course, I'll talk to you about Portugal because I am back and forth, and I love it. I've got beautiful listings over there. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you. Thank you so very much for being here today. And thank you for following me. And thank you for joining me on this journey. We could do it together. We got one life. Let's live it to the fullest. My motto is, why not go out on a limb? Isn't that where the fruit is? Yeah, it really is. So go get it. Go be a good human. Smile at somebody. Hell, you never know. That ought to make their day because so many people are so grouchy. Just smile. If you see somebody who got some shoes on that you like their shoes, hey, girl, I like them shoes. That's all you need to say. Bam, we've made somebody's day. So have a good one. Follow me. I'll be going live every day for the next 14 days. And I do plan on going live a whole lot more after that. Sugar. Bye, y'all. Thank you for being here.